Hello, loves. How are you? It's Sonia G. It's another live and drive on these surprise vibes that we're on recently. So the reason I'm coming live is because I was at the post office mailing out all of the mystery school books I'm so excited for. And I was checking through messages, and a lot of you asked me questions about timeline anxiety and like different things that are happening in this eclipse tunnel. Okay, so we were talking about the eclipse tunnel last night. So I thought I would just come and share some vibes with you guys, because this is a very powerful eclipse tunnel, right? Solar eclipse in Aries, which was, remember, it was a very different one. It was a wild one. I think we go this way. It was a wild one because it was like a hybrid eclipse that only happens every so often, which means it hit the earth in two different ways. In some places it was an annular eclipse, right, where you could see the ring around it, and in some places it was a total eclipse. So it created this like tunnel already, and then we're headed for a lunar eclipse in Scorpio. I mean, we got Aries in Scorpio. This is like powerful energy. I think Aries is as bright as you can go in the fire, like, you know, that fire energy of going, and Scorpio is like the deepest subconscious energy. So this is like crisscross of a lot of things, right, that are happening. In fact, the email that you're going to get from me tonight is called A Million Timelines, a Million Miles an Hour, because I've been writing it today as I'm doing things, and it's like, that's really the feeling of what's happening right now. So many things are possible, so many timelines are crossing, like so much is happening. And remember, we said this last night, whatever is coming up for you, or maybe I wrote it in the email, but I'm going to tell you again. So whatever is coming up for you, it's coming up because we need to elevate it. We need to shift it, right? We need to reorganize it so that we can elevate to a higher timeline. We can no longer hold onto anything in our life that's built on old beliefs. So if what you got going on right now is working, but it's built on structures that are no longer holding in the new earth reality that you're shifting to, you're gonna have to reorganize that. So what that ends up feeling like is like, oh my gosh, like anxiety. So if you're feeling anxiety because you don't know where to land, okay, couple of things. Number one, if you need to just kind of calm down and, you know, breathe yourself through it, breath of fire. Breath of fire, if it's a mental thing, breath of fire always works to rebalance all the circuitry, okay? If you feel like, and you can go to my YouTube channel for that tutorial on how to do that. If you feel like it's your body that's having like a freak out moment, because sometimes we also hit moments that it's like, I don't know, you get like PTSD triggers that are, you know, set in different timelines, and you don't know what's hitting your body. And, you know, if you haven't learned to process through it, those things are, you know, freaking scary. I know this because we recently, okay, the sun's going to get in my face, so we're going to do this. So recently I was like working on my fear of heights. You know, like sometimes things are like not rational. However, it is what it is. These are the things that we're moving through. So if you feel like it's a body thing and you need to rewire it, go and look up Kundalini cat cow. You can do cat cow, right? You know how cat cow works. You get on all fours and you inhale up and you exhale, curving your spine down. And if you do that for 3 minutes at whatever, look, we're exactly where we were last night. If you can see, during sunset. But anyways, if you do that for 3 minutes, cat cow for 3 minutes, it will reset your entire nervous system, okay? And your body, your physical body will feel better because it's all the fluids in your spine. So you can do that. The other thing that you can do, if you have a burst, I'm going to give you some options, okay? Okay. I know that for some people, some things that have come up have to do with like anger and letting go of anger. So if that's your thing, or like emotions that are like really just kind of hit big time, go and look up Kundalini Fists of Anger. If you're in Moon Babe Society, you have all these things. If you're not in Moon Babe Society, you're going to want to jump in. We're going to announce it soon. all of the changes that we're making, and the price that is dropping for everyone, whether you're inside Moon-Based Society or you never joined. These are going to be things in there, but anyways, it's going to be available for everybody. So Kundalini Fists of Anger, which actually clears all of your anger and resentments and things from your aura. 3 minutes, okay? You want to do these things for 3 minutes. So you can Google them. You'll find like videos on it. They're not going to be Sonia Linis, but they'll be Kundalinis, okay? So you'll find somebody on YouTube that has a video on it. And unless you have one of my meditations, or like the 12 Kriyas of Christmas is one that has access to all of these different things. That's like a workshop that I taught that you guys can get from me. Only because we did it at Christmas time, so it's called the 12 Kriyas of Christmas. Okay, so now I can look at you again. So the other thing that you can do anytime is you breathe. You do one nostril breathing. So close one nostril, breathe out of the other. Count 1, 2, 3. Exhale 1, 2, 3. You can do it as a 4 thing. You can count longer. You can also say, oh my gosh, you know what? We're back to sunglasses. You can also go sa, ta, na, ma in your mind, whatever helps you. But the breathing, if you just focus on the breathing, you are going to feel a lot better because it will calm your mind and your nerves, okay? And you can do that for as long as you need. That one is one that you can do all the time. So with that, also, you know, you guys, there's supplements that are helpful that I found myself mentioning to one of my clients today is like 5-HTP or like GABA. You can use those if you're struggling with things like that all the time. They're natural things. There's also a lot of different phytonutrients. There's a lot of different things that you can research. I feel like there's so much, and we get into this inside Light Body, in one of my courses, Inside Light Body Rehab, which is an active course, by the way, that you can jump into anytime. And we kind of understand, you know, the science behind these things, because there's a lot in there. So, but these are some tips for you, things that you can do, okay? And then if it hits you, if these things, when you're in between timelines and in between, you know, everything kind of reshuffling, go back to meditations that make you feel, that help you to feel, you know, supported. Having a spiritual practice that is consistent is key. I hope you guys can still... maybe we'll just pull over right here and finish this before the things break out. So having a spiritual practice that is consistent is the key, because you will always have your practice to go to. These are the moments, right? When things hit the fan, when everything is good, it's really easy to be a spiritual person, right? That has good juju, that has good vibes, etc. But when we have these heightened emotions, timelines, things hitting the body, CMEs, in between eclipses, right? Everything about the earth grids is shifting, and there's a lot being pumped in the air too with all of this weather bullshit that you guys know I'm definitely on the watch of. But and stay tuned for things on that. But when all of these things are happening, having a practice is literally like, it can be the difference between mental sanity or no mental sanity, because you have a place where you always find yourself. And a lot of times what happens is we get scattered and we don't realize it, and you have pieces of yourself in like multiple planes of existences, and that's why your body is like, wait, not everybody is home. You know what I mean? Like, what's going on? And so a piece of you is a fragment on this timeline in this reality, and a piece of you is over here, right? Like experiencing this, and you're just like, what's happening in the body? And all of us that are like very sensitive to energy, especially if you're an empath, if you're psychic, right? If you're working, and if you have clients too, you know, that you're tapping in and out of dimensions, it feels fragmented. It feels like, whew, okay? So, yeah. Okay, so you guys are feeling all of this. Rush of anxiety smacked me a couple of hours ago, and I've been scrambling to let it all go. Okay, so let's do, praise God, I found this. I am glad that we're having this. I'm glad. I started, you know, when I open enough text messages or messages in my like DMs, And it's like, okay, I see the trend. I see the trend. People are asking for these things. So let's do this right now. Let's have like a car clearing moment. I feel like this is a good place. God, angels, universe, protect the car. Okay, so everybody, take a breath. Big breath in your heart. Big breath in, and don't, this is not small little breathing. If you don't hear your breath, do it again. Breathe in like you mean it. Breathe in like your life force energy is entering the body, and exhale like you're letting all the crap go. Okay, so big breaths. Exhale. Okay, then go in your heart. Big breath in your heart. Okay, and you're going to repeat after me. This is an Archangel Michael clearing. Well, test it out and you can come back to this if you don't, if you don't know me and it doesn't feel landed for you, but you can do this anytime. So listen to the words. These are the words. I now call all parts of myself back to myself. Big breath. In this present moment of right now. And feel it. Don't just say it. You got to feel it. You got to call all the parts of you back. If you're in a place where you can extend your arms out, say that shit like you mean it. Stand up with your crown on and do this like you mean it. I now call all parts of myself back to myself. In this present moment of right now. Okay, big breath. I now send away everything and everyone else's energy away from me. I now send away everything and everyone else's energy away from me with love and with compassion. Make room in your aura, okay? With love and with compassion, I will not carry it for you. See all the cords clearing out, okay? And if you need to say that again, say it again. With love and with compassion, I will not carry it for you. Clear. I ask for protection that I may freely walk my path. Big breath. And with a grateful heart, I give my thanks. And feel it all landing. Feel yourself coming back together. Feel your energy field swirl around you. Your aura being all lit up with light. Okay, use your light worker skills, your superpowers. Expand the ball of energy from your heart all the way out. Get your shields up, get your colors up, do all the magic things that you know how to do. Okay, there's a field of energy around you. It is your responsibility to constantly keep it in a way that, it works with you, and so that it codes your reality out. These are important things to understand. Whew, that feels better, right? That feels better. So this is a beginning. This is like a tiny little thing that you can do. There are so many things that you can do to learn how to shift your energy and to manage your internal state. Okay, my loves. I hope that this helped you. Breath work helps. Clearings help. Grounding with heaven and earth help. Go to my YouTube. Any of you that don't have my YouTube channel on, just Google Sonia G, Moonbabes and the Light Tribe, YouTube, okay? Or just Sonia G, Moonbabes and the Light Tribe. Go find the YouTube. Go to the playlist that's called Meditate and Astral Travel with me, okay? You can also go to my app. So if you go to the App Store or Google Play, you just search for Moonbabes. And then there is the Magical Meditation series on there that has some different meditations. There's more on the app than there's on YouTube. So download the app, okay, if you can, but also YouTube. And then go and find the meditation that works for you. There are some that are like 5 minutes. There are some that are just motivation in your face. There are some that are about manifesting money. Like, use these resources, my love. I made them available for you. They're free for you. Use them all the time. Pick them up and do them every day. Okay? Yes. Yay. Okay. So much better. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Amazing. Cold shower was the first thing that helped me, and then this helped me some more. Amazing. Perfect. Good job, my loves. So I'm glad that we had this little moment together. So the more you out of these things, right? The more you know how to do these things, the more you understand how to move yourself through and lead yourself through. A little while ago, I had this like rant moment about leadership, like self-leadership, because we get to lead ourselves through, right? There's parts of us that we have to get on board for moments like this where we get to hold these realities together and, still do life on planet Earth. And then we have all of our light worker jobs and we have all these other things. There's so much going on. And often it's hard to explain to people because you're like, I am so damn busy. And it's like, well, what did you get done today? And it's like this and this. But there was so much going on because we're doing work in all other dimensional planes, right? So it feels like the day is more filled up. It feels like there's more things going on. There's more things to track down. And this is just normal when it comes to living a multidimensional reality. Okay. So teach yourself, lead yourself through it. Okay, I got superpowers. I got skills. Let's go to the things I know for sure. How do I know how to move? How does my breath work? How does my mindset work? Do I have any affirmations that help me? Do I know any clearings for this, right? Do I know any Kundalini moves for this? Do I know? And just move yourself through. Do all the things that you know how to do because it will add up. Okay. And then learn some new things. I know that in the moments when these things hit, it's really hard to say, well, the answer is learning a new set of skills in a course. In moments like this, you have to have the things that you know how to use, in the moment. And so these are to utilize right now. But then what you want to do is build an arsenal of skills that you can utilize anytime to move yourself through, right? Learning how to lead yourself through these moments and also lead others. This is how we're going to change the world. Okay, my loves. So if you want to learn more of these things on, the next level, go check the mystery offer, the mystery school offer. It started out as a mystery school offer. It's now called Light and Metaphysics. You are going to learn so many skills just like this, but they're more complex and they're for health. They're for anxiety. They're for love. They're for receiving. They're for money. It's a full complex understanding of how to rewire your life with higher vibrational practices. Okay. It is founded on the only thing that's required for this is that you understand that there's a higher power that we call God or source, right? And all things come from there. If that's hard for you to fathom, then this is not the course for you. But outside of that, this course is how to truly build a whole new framework of reality for yourself, or up-level it, upgrade it, okay, in a way that works for you with all these tools and skills. Because every time we create something new for ourselves, especially in moments like this where it matters the most, right? When time is all wonky, all these timelines are everywhere. It's there's pieces of us that are doing work in multiple dimensions and you're whoa, right? In these moments, you have to not only have the skills to shift yourself through and to get yourself together, to get yourself embodied, to hold the frequency that you want to hold in your body and to manifest the life, you want. You're also in a moment of birthing, because this is when we really have to set in the new timelines, a new course. We get to ground in the things that we want. So if we get lost into just catching up with ourselves, right? That's step one. We always want to make sure we get ourselves back together, but then that's all we're doing. We're not moving forward, right? So we learn how to get a hold of ourselves literally through time and space and planes of existence and focus our attention on the now. And then from this place, we actually ground in higher vibrational timelines and experiences of reality. So we have to learn to do this part where we get a hold of ourselves and we clear and we call ourselves back a little bit faster, a little bit easier, a little bit smarter, a little bit better, right? We keep getting better and it keeps getting easier so that we actually have more time to do the work that we want to do, to ground in the things that we want, while time is so malleable, because this is a sweet spot where we actually, there's so much power of creation that is available right now. But for a lot, the first part of it, the very first chunk of this, eclipse tunnel space is time that's spent on or dedicated to or utilized for retrieving parts of self and clearing out the old things. When you learn how to do that in quantum time, because you have skills, so in a shorter amount of time, then you actually can dedicate the time to creating the things for the life that you want to live and anchoring in these higher vibrational realities. And that is where life gets so good, so much better, so much easier, right? And you keep leveling up. So these are the keys. It's like moments like this where you could be here or you could be here, right? And it makes all the difference. So learning and acquiring the skills to go from here to here is the key, so that you can apply them in moments like these and make all the difference. Okay, so if you want to join me on that, it's called Light Metaphysics. It will change your life. It's an extraordinary book. It's teachings that have helped like amazing people that are now famous for not necessarily doing great things in life, but they have built great empires based on these practices. And it's time that people use these practices for the light. Okay, the book is called Path of Light. You simply won't find it online because it's not it's not a book. It's not knowledge that's on the internet, because it's mystery school, you know, like secret society kind of information. But I'm excited to teach it to you. I'm excited that I received the the permission to do this. And we have an orientation call. So our welcome call, our orientation call to start discussing these principles, to really land in this, like, higher frequency of what we're about to do. It's tomorrow, 4/27. And so if any of you feel like joining and taking liftoff with us, I highly recommend it. Okay. You're going to learn so many things that are going to be so useful, like ways to process through feelings, emotion, mindset, beliefs, rewire your whole entire system to create every part of your life the way that you want it. It's phenomenal. I'm actually really excited to do this together with the course and shift everything higher. So it's going to be a mastermind experience. So you have my support on Telegram, which is phenomenal. I'm loving the masterminding experience recently and the quantum leaps that we have in it. And you're going to get a audiobook recording from me, which is something special, because then I really get to transmit to you all of these codings of this, particular knowledge. So I'm excited for it. Light and Metaphysics kicks off tomorrow on the 27th. And then we're going to go, we have like a whole journey. Right now, we have a welcome call plus 8 modules. We may have more. We're going to see how this goes, but I'm really excited for it. So go and check it out. You're going to be able to jump in until the 5th of 5/5, May 5th. Okay. So, but I definitely recommend jumping in when you know it's your time, because we are inside this eclipse tunnel. So on the 5th, it's going to be the lunar eclipse in Scorpio. And that is where we start the whole new timeline. So this is going to be a container that holds you, right, in this like elevated energy of higher vibrational realities that you're able to create for yourself. And I'm really excited about that. So go and check it out. If you want to jump in and if you have questions, it's Light and Metaphysics, www.moonbabetribe.com/Light and Metaphysics, or just go here on my link in my bio. I'm Moonbabes in the Light Tribe. You click it, and then it'll show you that at the top. Okay, Light and Metaphysics and all the other things. I love you all. If you didn't catch the beginning of this, go back, watch the beginning, because we did some really cool, like, anxiety helpful exercises and breathing things and clearings. And I'm so happy I got to do this with you guys today. And I'm so excited that I got to tell you about the Light and Metaphysics. Thanks for joining me. I love you all. It's Sonia G. Mwah! I'll see you soon.